Just on a style note, incidentally, I don't know if you noticed, but Arsenal are wearing jerseys which are all short-sleeved. I think it was you told us, wasn't it, last year? The skipper there gets the right to choose long or short sleeves. William Gallas has decided they're all going short. Some of his colleagues are not best pleased with the onset of winter. Will it make a difference?
To get used to it. I mean, Tony Adams was...
All they can do, though, they get all these bodies that they'll just wear, Richard, with white body arms, and they'll just wear them. Keep their arms warm. You should run about a bit more.
I don't think you're allowed to at Highbury.
Are you not?
I'll have to do it.
At the Emirates. No, I don't think that's allowed. We'll return to the business of shirts in a moment, but first of all, Geoff Shreeves at the Emirates. Well, I think, Geoff, an update on takeovers, Russian money, David Dein?
All of that, Richard, and what I can tell you that none of the main players are here today. Neither David Dein, his new partner Alisher Usmanov, or indeed Danny Fisman, the majority shareholder at Arsenal, are here today. They're all away for a different reason, so there'll be no embarrassing meeting of those three. From the soundings I've taken and the people I've spoken to, it's fairly straightforward. Battle lines have been drawn. David Dein wants in. You discussed his comments earlier on how Arsenal won't win anything unless he pumps money into the club via various billionaires. Arsenal quite simply do not want him involved. The board are very anti anything involving David Dein, and interesting development overnight, if you like, is that Stan Kroenke, the American who has a 12% holding, up until this point he had been no real contact with the Arsenal board. But since David Dein's announcement, we understand contact has been made in a friendly type manner. So I think this is going to be a long drawn out affair, Richard.
Well, the look of you, Geoff, contact was just made behind you as well.
You know the dangers of being pitchside, Richard. But I heard you talking about shirts earlier, and I have got a couple of things to show you which are quite interesting. Pompey's kit this season. Now we're used to the latest technological advances, but this really is something special. First of all, let me show you the goalkeeper's shirt. I don't know if you can see it, but David James's shirt has got a couple of patches on it, on the chest and on the sleeves as well, which are adhesive, basically, so it helps the ball stick to it, so that helps the goalkeeper. But the shirt itself, this really is a work of art. This is something special. Now, Jamie, you're a central midfield player. Did you know that in your peripheral vision, you are colourblind? So, these little dots, these little... Now, that might be a bolt out of the green for you, but these little dots here, these apparently help you pick out your teammates. That's one thing. Secondly, this shirt as well, this breathing here, this helps take the sweat out of the shirt. Now that's nothing new perhaps, but I was told by the suppliers of this shirt that they did a test at half time with Limvoy Primus at the start of this season. He had an old shirt on and his shirt was 2.2 kilos heavier at half time, okay, than the other shirts. That's nearly 4.5 pounds. That makes quite some difference. And the latest thing as well, these particular shirts, they are covered in a substance which helps ionisation. Now I know, Andy Gray, you're a scientist and you can explain that. But in short, in short, Andy, when two atoms meet, this prevents too many negatives building up in the body. The long and the short of it is, apparently, it accelerates the process of the red blood cells moving around the body, decreasing lactic acid and helping athletic performance.
There you go.
Well, there we are. Now we know. I can tell you also that the manufacturer of that particular jersey...
I just nodded off
the manufacturer of that jersey is a rugby manufacturer, and they're having a meeting ahead of the World Cup to see whether they are banned, those jerseys, because they do add performance.
Listen,
are we totally lost?
It's Portsmouth, don't worry, they can do it. You know?
Because if it does...
Adds performance. Hold on, performance in what? Right, first and foremost, goalie's jumper, definitely. How can you have something that ball sticks to on your chest? You can't have that. Harry will be gutted in there. David James just needs to do that and the ball's just going to stick to his chest.
That's why he's been the best goalkeeper in the league the last couple of years.
You can't do that.
Well, it would appear you can.
You can't put a bit adhesive on a shirt of a goalie.
And the jersey, do we... I mean, if the scientists are telling us that a jersey is heavier, an old-style jersey heavier than that...
When you're playing well, you see a blue shirt, if it's a Portsmouth colour, and you just pick it out. It's not a problem. When you're playing bad, the fact they've got a couple of... something that shows up on the shirt, I don't think that's going to help you pass it all to your own team.
I'm sorry. I mean, it might make you run faster, maybe last longer, but can it make you control a ball when you're a bit tired better? Can it make you slide one in across the 6-yard box for someone else to score, or can it make you head the ball better? I can't do any of those things, so I'm okay with that one.
Yeah.
I'm still a bit... I think we need to develop the goalkeeper's jumper. Because somebody's just going to get with those fly things all over them that the flies stick to, and they're just going to stick the ball to it, and that's it.
I'm wondering about this thing about being colourblind in your peripheral vision. And was it the Romanians at the World Cup? Everybody dyed their hair blonde?
I remember that, yeah. That was Georgie Hadji's team, wasn't it? Yeah.
If you're colourblind, it would be black and white anyway, wouldn't it?
90? I'm not too sure.
OK, on a serious football issue, will Pompey go and play today? So many teams want to go there and shut up shop and make life difficult, don't they?